Good morning, everybody. Hello. Welcome back. Haha. It's the 17th of November today. Monday, my day off, my weekend. Nice. Another busy week at work. Not as busy as the last one, but still pretty busy. I have something to admit. I am feeling very demotivated. Not just about push-ups, but just life in general. I just can't be arsed right now. But that will change, because this happens a lot. I get some momentum in my stride, and I have a good week or two, and then I do something. I reward myself, and that halts the progress. But often me rewarding myself, is doing something nice, doing something good for myself mentally. But then it results in me getting slow and weaker in the mind. I ruined my sleep schedule as well this week, which is not good, which doesn't help either. That's a big part of it. Then I'm working, and I'm working hard, and I'm tired, and I'm going to bed late, furthering the bad sleep. And then I haven't done any exercise since the Thursday. Friday I did 20 push-ups, and then I gave up. I sat there for 20 minutes, waiting to do more, and I never did. And then Saturday and Sunday, I didn't even fucking bother. So I don't feel good. So it's like a snowball effect. It's a snowball effect of me, like, rewarding myself, doing nice things, but in consequence, affecting myself in a negative way, which I'm fully aware it's well within my power to not allow that to happen. So today I need to sort my shit out and get the ball rolling again in the right direction. Stop it rolling in the wrong direction, get it rolling in the right direction. Exactly. Currently having a coffee, doing some grounding in the sun. It's like 10 degrees, it's quite cold. Like, this side now is cold because it's not in the sun, but my back is fucking hot right now, which is nice. I'm about to go and do a cold plunge as well, and then I'm gonna exercise for ages. I'm going to combine my 2 kettlebell workouts and do that, and then I will do some push-ups tonight. 200. Yeah, I don't know how professionals do this. Professional video creators holding something in front of them up at face level all the time. My arms get so sore. Yes, and I keep saying, I might do this, I might do that. And I never end up doing it because there's no conviction in might, is there? So, a changing of the language. That is exactly what you want to see pre-swim. Stuart Little not swimming. Looks dirty. Oh, and Stuart Little's cousin as well. Yeah. Oh. Alright, 3.5 minutes, I think. I set a 3-minute and 50-second timer before turning the video on, and then walking over and standing there like a twat for however many seconds. So maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. But that was what I was aiming for. That was what was completed. That is a win in my books. It is fucking cold in there, but now, like I said last time, I feel fucking mint, because I am mint. I'm gonna go and fucking smash the granny out of a good kettlebell session. Let's get the momentum. I can feel the momentum. This is what has to happen. Just do the hard things for a little bit, and then literally 3.5 minutes of slight uncomfort, and now I feel fucking lit again. Lit as fuck, pal. Anyway, Onwards and upwards, lads and ladies. All right, back in the cuck chair. Good session with the kettlebell. Feels good. I feel good. I need some food though. I feel tired. So, me giving it big ones last week. Oh, I started doing 400 press ups a day. Again, I think that was a bit optimistic. I think it was a bit optimistic in the sense of sheer like pressure on the joints. Like my arms just got fucking stiff real quick. I think it's probably a mix of that and also not recovering properly due to poor sleep all throughout the last week from Tuesday night onwards. I slept like shit. Consequently felt like shit. Consequently was shit physically, as in not recovering properly and not being able to do the push-ups I set out to do. So I think it's a mixture of that and sheer numbers of push-ups. I'm not trying to shy away from the fact that I'm not physically capable of doing 400 a day. I've got nothing to hide. I've got no shame in that. Because realistically, 400 a day is more than most people do in fucking a year. Haha, it's very arrogant, isn't it? Sorry. It's true though. So it might be a matter of dropping it down to 200. I stand by what I said last time about needing to be doing push-ups every day. It's getting the amount right, but also fitting it in time-wise. So there's lots to think about. There's lots to think about and sort out and figure out. But it's quite tricky because I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm just sort of like ambling and mumbling my way through this, like blindly. Like my oldest dog. He's 16, he's got one eye and he's completely blind in it. He can't hear anything. Like, our kid is in a bad way, but he's still got lots of character and lots of life and love left in him, so he's all good. But like every now and then you just hear a fucking thump or a thud. He's walked into a door or a wall, just like course corrects and carries on. It's actually quite a good metaphor for life, really. Aimlessly wandering through life and having to constantly course correct because he has no idea where he's going or what he's doing or of his surroundings. It's seemingly relatable in terms of life at times, it feels like. I need to do some push-ups. I do today and tomorrow and the day after. So I think today I'm going to try, no, today I see, change of language. Today I'm going to do 500 push-ups in one go. I need to start doing bigger chunks or bigger numbers in individual chunks, blocks, sets, if you will. On the day, on January 1st, I'm going to, I think, divvy it up into 4 goes. Just have 4 stints of push-ups, like 10 every minute for however many minutes, 4 times. So it's basically about getting stamina for blocks. Because right now, I've just been doing 200 or 300 multiple times throughout the day. And that's obviously not getting me close to 5,000 at all, really, grander scheme of things. So time to start upping the workload in the blocks. Maybe not upping the total number in the big days to start with, but eventually that will have to happen as well. But right now I think I need to graduate from 200 or 300 in one go to like 5, 6, 7. I would just do push-ups for an hour, 600. That's times 4, it's half of it. If I can do 6 times 4, 600 times to 4 times, holy shit. If I can do 600 4 times in a day, suddenly that's half, I mean just under obviously, but half of the goal. That's quite a big step, because right now, like I said, I'm doing a fifth of the goal in a day. which obviously is not cutting the mustard in any meaning of the word or the phrase. So yeah, like I said, much to do, much to think about, much to ponder, much to complete and progress. Yes, positive language, manifestation, power. Also, this is fucking no good, son. But what can you do? I don't have bad skin. I have very good skin. I'll have you know. Apart from my fucking skin disease, that is banter. No, it was like a tiny little blackhead that just like wasn't ready to be popped, and I disregarded that and tried for quite a long time with much pressure, and I've essentially just like abrased and damaged the surface of my skin, which is why it looks like I have a literal clitoris by my nose, but that's okay. Yes, anyway, shower time. Shalom. I am about to do 500 press-ups in 50 minutes. You're going to watch. I hope you enjoy. Time for a time lapse. Yeah. All right. 500 completed in 49 minutes and 24 seconds and 25 milliseconds. Feels good. I feel good. Was pretty easy. I always find that the last 30 or 40 get a bit harder. I think that's because I know mentally that it's about to end. I will do a max rep PR attempt sometime later on in the week, maybe Thursday morning. I think I'm going to stick to 200 a day for now. See how I go tomorrow. Do a kettlebell set, and then do 200 before I go to work. It's now time to have a shower. I didn't actually have a shower earlier. I wasn't actually that sweaty, but I am sweaty at this time. Wallop. Another day, another win. It's nice to have a win after some losses. You know, just keep the momentum rolling. Hello, friends. I'm just voicing over to explain a few things quickly. I have a few time lapses from a couple of days before the start of this video because I don't want to record actual content on the days that I'm going to work in the mornings or in the evenings. I'd rather just get the work done physically and do the more talkative content side of it like on my days off when I have the time and the energy, because fundamentally I'm prioritizing my sleep. As in, when I get back from work, I need to go to bed because I have to wake up for work in the morning, and I'm not waking up 10 minutes earlier on my work days to chat shit for 10 minutes. So I thought it would just be easier to still document it, still record it, but just time-lapse it and throw it all together at the end. They're obviously time-stamped as well, so it's not actually that difficult to understand, but I just thought I'd explain that. Ciao. Alrighty. Hello, everybody. It's cold. It's real cold today. We're about to indulge again in more cold water exposure. Tomorrow, I will be doing 1,600 push-ups. I'm gonna do 2 blocks of 800. Quite a step up from anything that's happened, really. Total number across the day and total number in blocks. Do you know what I mean? Because I need to start getting the miles under the legs, because January 1st is not far away. So we need to get a move on in that regard. So that's good. I haven't done any push-ups for, this will be the 3rd day now, today, in anticipation, resting before doing 1,600. Because I find that it's obviously easier if I've got a couple of days of non-push-ups under my belt before doing big days. It's all a learning curve, isn't it? Yeah. Fuck, it's cold. I'm shaking, I'm shivering. What a pussy. It's about to get a hell of a lot colder though. Max rep, PR attempt. I'm gonna aim for 60 push-ups in a row. Crazy. Saying that out loud is crazy. Because I think back when I first started doing them, I could only do 12 in a row. 12 in a row, and my arms gave up. Imagine that. Anyway, let's get fucking chilly, baby. Alright, the budgies are on. For context, it was yesterday when I drove to work, it was -3 degrees in the morning at like 8:30, 8 o'clock. I think it's like 8 degrees right now. It's fucking cold. Alright. The timer has been set, so expect an immediate cut-off when that goes off, because I believe that's how this works. Without further ado, 3 minutes. Pretty fucking chilly, baby. Once the initial like pain, it genuinely hurts. Once that subsides after the initial like minute and a half, once I can like breathe properly, feels real good. Like my fingers feel on fire, but it's because they're so cold. I'm going to go and annihilate a kettlebell circuit. I'm going to do both. I'm going to do upper body and lower body twice, because I've been really enjoying it recently. It feels good. Feels real good. And then I will do a max rep PR. I've been manifesting things recently and it's been working. It's been very strange. Last week, I manifested something fabulous happening the night before, and both times something fabulous did happen. Alright, anyway, that was fucking chat shit, aren't I? Shivering and the shakes, right, in a bit. All right, the double kettlebell circuit, finito. It took me an hour and 20 minutes. I believe that's the longest I've ever exercised for. I don't think I was making much sense earlier after I got out of the water, but I did that for that long in order to prep the mind, because 800 push-ups is going to take an hour and 20 minutes. Mental preparation more than physical preparation, because inherently it's actually not that difficult. It's only 16 kilos, that fucking thing. Although I tell you what, do 100 clean and presses. That sucks. That sucked. That was hard. Everything else was okay though. Time to get down to business. Max rep PR attempt number 2 of the series. Yeah, I'm not anywhere near as confident as I was before about the number 60. As I've just stated, nuked myself for the last hour and 20 minutes. Without further ado, pathetic, pain, and I gave up. I will try again tomorrow when I'm not fucked. Just severe lactic acid as soon as I went past 20. I think that was like 35. Am I wrong? Maybe less? Like, I don't know. Be strong and noble in the quest for success. Cuck chair. Today is the day. 1,600 push-ups. Scary, I know. Not really though, it's just a number. It's quite late in the day. I believe it's 2:30. So I gotta get a move on really, don't I? Yes. I'm gonna start with a redo of my max rep PR attempt. I believe I will beat 50. 60 maybe, maybe not, who knows? See how I'm feeling when I get there, but I do believe I will beat 50. No excuses. If I fail, I fail. Makes me a bitch, but that's okay. Because it's progress, isn't it? Well, actually quite the opposite, but I think I'm going to do 2 sets of 800, like I said. I'm going to have a bath after this. Try and recover a bit, relax my muscles. I've had some porridge today with some fruit and some coffee. Lots of honey in my porridge as well, so lots of carbs. No hot food, no meat, no eggs. As of yet, I will eat that after and then give myself a couple of hours to not be super full, and then take on the last 800 sometime before going to bed. So I guess without further ado, it's time to fight the floor for an hour and 20 minutes. It's going to be great banter pal. Cucking. Max rep PR attempt numero 3. Because yesterday was fucking pathetic and futile. So, 50 to beat. fight hard. 54, I think. If my counting is not incorrect, which there's a high chance it is incorrect. Yeah, 54, I think. Come on. Hear it. Now, 746 to go, mate. Yeah. Banter. Many push-ups now in time lapse. 750 done, including the 50 I did in my max PR attempt. Watch the struggle of the last 50, 750 to 800. I was very close to giving up at like 300, 350. My mind was gone for like 3 minutes. I was convinced I was gonna do 500 and stop. I got a second wind of energy, I don't know. I started drinking water, actually. Gave me lots of energy for some reason, I don't know. I don't understand science. Obviously, it's key, but I don't fucking know. 30 to go. All right, this is it. The last set, the last 10. I'm gonna do diamond push-ups. That was embarrassing. Look at this guy. I'm going to do diamond push-ups. Yeah, good one, mate. On a technicality, however, because I did 54 earlier, and I failed my 7th diamond push-up, it means I did 6, which means the last set I only needed to do 6 to turn the 54 into a 60. It's still very embarrassing though, that's just me clutching at straws. But 800 done, feel pretty good actually. I know probably didn't look very good, but so I'm gonna go and have a bath, soak my muscles, try and recover a bit before doing 800 again. Gotta do that again. That is great banter, Paul. Why do I do this? Weekly bath time, boys, hey? Hey? Alas, onwards and upwards. Fight and win. Like the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster's not real. Tell you what was real though, probably not anymore, highly doubtful, but what definitely was Bigfoot. It was a bipedal creature called Australopithecus. And they know this because they found teeth in a Chinese apothecary shop, or like a jaw or something that was like humans, like ape shit, but way too big to be us, different to gorillas and shit. It was just unique. And yeah, Australopithecus probably existed around 100,000, 150,000 years ago, to their guesstimates. But how much do you trust all that stuff, like carbon dating and stuff? I don't know. Skepticism. I think about my dad when I think about Bigfoot, because he often watches programs about people going to find Bigfoot. Not because he thinks they're going to find Bigfoot, purely out of entertainment purposes. Like, look at these morons looking for something that doesn't exist. Ha ha ha. That sort of stuff. And I think that's quite funny. Bigfoot was real. Don't let people slander the name. Hey? Hot bath today. Been in for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm sweaty. I weighed myself pre-bath. It was 88.6 kilos of ginger steel and sex appeal. We shall see how much I lose in the bath. If I had to guess, 0.3 kilos, 68.3, no, what? 88.3 kilos is my estimate, but I guess we'll find out. I would love to talk about the virus that we experienced about 4 years ago, but I just don't think I can. I'm well aware that all of these sites, these social media sites, platforms, of content platforms, are still got by the CIA and the governments, and free speech does not exist, so it will just get taken down. On that, guess how many people got arrested last year, or this year, have been arrested this year for posts on social media in England, in the UK? It's about 12,000. That is crazy. Now, obviously, there is an amount of them that will be like genuine threats to society or essentially important people. A lot of them, or a proportion of them, are tweets, posts about immigration and what's happening in this country regarding immigration, which is crazy. You're getting arrested and potentially put in prison for having an opinion on something that the people in power are doing. Like, sorry? Think about it. Think about that. Lay it out in your head, like from a non-biased perspective, regardless of whether you sit yourself on the right or the left or in the middle on the political spectrum. People are being arrested for having an opinion. That is not very democratic. That is not very freedom of speech. Like, that is pretty open-air prison, Chinese dictator, North Korea. If you don't have a picture of your almighty leader on the wall of every house, you're going to jail kind of shit. It's pretty scary stuff.
And like, in comparison, Russia, like old mate Putin, who is supposedly evil dictator, crazy man. I'm not saying he's a good man, but I am saying he's only arrested 400, 500 people this year for posts on social media in comparison to 12,000. Sorry, did I say 400? I meant 4,000. Okay. So it's not great. Well, that's still, what are you doing, pal? But it's 3 times less. We've arrested 3 times more people in this country for posts on social media. Crazy. That to me is very, very scary. Like, you're telling me I'm not allowed opinions that don't match with yours. No, gypsy. Yeah, and I mean, like, the immigration laws anyway. I'm now risking getting a visit from the police. What's happening with the immigration at the moment in the UK is crazy. Like, illegal immigrants are being put up in 4-star hotels in this country whilst they're being processed. They're giving free food, they're giving money, they're giving a place to stay. Meanwhile, there is a big proportion of our population, English people, who are struggling financially considerably. I had a friend who went and worked in a primary school in Durham to help them like read and teach them science and shit, just help out in the classroom. During registration in that school, the kids get given toast because for some of the kids, it's the only meal they have in the day because their parents can't afford to feed them properly. Do you know how crazy that is? Like, not just in this country, but in the world now, where we're at as a society technologically, with how much money is in the sphere. I appreciate 97% of the money is not even real. It's numbers on a screen, like it's not tangible, like coins and notes. So it makes up 3%. Coins and notes make up 3% of the money in the world. You can't touch it, the rest of it. It's all numbers on a screen. It's all made up. It's not real. Anyway, but the amount of money there is, like, fucking Elon Musk has so much coin. He deserves that coin, by the way. I'm not slating Elon, but he literally has hundreds of billions of dollars. I appreciate we can't just make everybody a millionaire, but surely we could do the fundamentals. Like, making everybody a millionaire, just that is stupid and retarded on so many levels. I don't even need to explain that. That's common sense, right? But making sure everybody can have a warm house when it's cold, can have running water, cold and warm, that's clean and not full of fucking chemicals and fluoride and estrogen, please. Can we do that? That would be great. That would be fucking great. Making sure that everybody has food, everybody has enough, everybody has the ability to travel around, like transport, like a car. Like, do you know how many cars there are and how quickly, like China, for example, are just pumping out cars. Many cars in China. Everybody should have a car. But that should just be, like, Elon Musk is catching rockets and trying to populate Mars. I can't afford to buy a house. Do you know what I mean? And I won't be able to afford to buy a house by the time I'm like 35, 40. I will be lent money from the bank, which I then pay back double. Shut up. Like, do the right thing. There is enough money about, is my point, to just set the foundational basics for everybody. Just do that, please. And then you give everybody equal opportunity. Equal opportunity is very different to equal outcome, which is essentially what, like, the whole diversity and inclusion thing is, which is crazy. That thing is, that's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Like, companies are required to have an amount of diversity in race and gender and what else? I guess that's probably it. Maybe like sexuality. I don't really know all the terms and phrases or definitions of things doesn't make any sense to me anymore. When I was growing up, there were 2 genders. Now there's like fucking 70. I've not stayed caught up with the times. Fight me. So yeah, the fact that companies have to like, out of 10 people, we need a gay guy, we need a black lady, and we need an Asian lady, for example, hypothetically speaking. But what if those 3 people are not the top of their class in their profession? Like, that objectively is fucking stupid. Like, can you imagine? You walk in, you don't walk into fucking heart surgery, do you? You get wheeled into heart surgery, and there's some, like, black lesbian lady. It's like, are you, and I'm not singling out blacks or lesbians. It's a hypothetical example, okay? Calm down. The exact same for a straight white male, like just a Caucasian person. Are you actually here because you're the best at your job, or are you here because you're ticking a box? Now we don't know. I don't like, and it works both sides. It works both ways. And now because we're aware that this fucking box ticking is taking place, there is suddenly this feeling of doubt. This feeling of, are you actually here because you're the best at what you do? One of the best, obviously demanding the fucking best, like literally the best person in every situation is unrealistic and stupid. Are you one of the best at what you do, or are you here because you simply tick a box? Like, if that's the case, no thank you. My heart is very important. It's a very important part of my anatomy, and I want to take care of it, and I don't want to put it in somebody's hands who are potentially less capable because they're just there ticking a box. Like, think. It doesn't make any sense. Whereas equal opportunity, and the whole argument against what I've just said is, oh, but black ladies don't get the same opportunity, or black people don't get the same, women don't get, blah, 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 whatever it is, whoever corner the noise is fighting for, don't get the same opportunity. Ugh. From a logical standpoint, it doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't get a step up ahead of everybody else because you are different. That doesn't make any sense. It should be based off your skill set. How hard is that? Like, if you're not as good as me at something, work harder, get as good as me. And then you're deserved of that place. Like, that's just how life works, I feel. I don't know. I feel like that was a pretty good rant. I don't think I have anything else to say. I need to get out of this bath as well. I'm very hot now. Time is 9:20. No, it's not. 20 to 10. I am tired. Spider. Imagine I just turn into Spider-Man now. So yeah, these are going to be a slog. But I made a promise to myself, which was on record, on camera. So it has to be done, doesn't it? And fundamentally, I'm going to have to get used to this. You know, I'm going to have to do what I've done today 4 times during the day on January 1st. Like, that is crazy. With a capital C, a capital Z, and a fucking exclamation mark at the end of it. And it's like, it's the 23rd of November. I've got 5 weeks to essentially 4x my current workload. It just doesn't sound very likely when you say it like that. I have to believe. And fundamentally, it's a learning curve. You know, I was talking to a friend about this last night. It's not, you know, doing 5,000 push-ups is really not going to do much for me, apart from make my shoulders and chest slightly bigger. Outside of that, niche pal. However, the process of getting there, the process of making myself do the thing over and over again, the commitment to something and the dedication required to consistently do it and therefore achieve it will stand me in good stead, because eventually I will choose another goal and it will be hard and it will feel out of reach, just like this does. But I will have been there before because I am here now. Do you know what I mean? Thus making things more achievable. Things are essentially as achievable as you let them be. I believe it's all in the mind. I am just procrastinating though, chatting bum here, pretending to be full of wisdom. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, fig.
780 complete. The final 2 sets of the day. 1,580. I am fucked. I've been doing 10 every 2 minutes now since 1 hour and 2 minutes. I'm now at 1 hour and 28. All right, this is it. Final set of the day. 1,590 to 1,600. That is crazy. A win. Another win. Was that supposed to be hard? It was. It was fucking hard. And I'm impressed with my mental fortitude today. Both times I got to like 300 and I was like, fuck this. Actually, fuck this. But we persevered. I got to 550 and I was like, oh yeah, only 150 to go. And then like 10 seconds later, I was like, oh no, no, 250. Success, much success. Today has been successful. I like it. Right, now shower and read some of my book and go to sleep. Probably for a long time. I'm probably gonna sleep a lot tonight. Thank you all very much for viewing episode 3. It's been a pleasure as always. Stay vigilant, stay disciplined, and keep yearning to belong. The delirium has well and truly set in, anyway.